here. And I want to do one more thing here, which is going to be, let's plop this up, and there we go. Should be a good little mix here. Alrighty. Alright. Hey everybody, hope you guys are all having a great day. I decided to stream a little bit earlier today, but there's a lot of stuff going on. PPI data, some jobless information looks like came out a little bit early. And then of course, just what's going on with Asia, specifically Hong Kong, a whole host of stuff. And hey, Alan, I'm happy to see you. Loki doesn't have any more treats. I kind of have to go buy some more for him, but he's like, Loki, come here. Yeah, I guess you go. Yeah, he wants to just play around it now. There you go. But anyway, excuse me. Happy to see all of you guys here. My ear is still getting better, I think. I don't think it's gotten much better, but it's better than what it was a few days ago, so that's a good sign there. As far as the market's been concerned, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'll probably go on a longer rant about everything, including China and the ETFs and whatnot, sometime soon. I think for now we're just going to be talking about as far as news and kind of get into some of the details of it, but not like the overarching case and stuff like that. So get ready for that coming up pretty soon with another video. The rest of the market still seems to be holding up quite well. I wouldn't say, again, I wouldn't say Bitcoin is necessarily like, 100% bullish or right now, or even 100% bearish. We're kind of just in this waiting phase. We're waiting for that next step. And I think there's some money to be made here. Now, everybody's kind of placed their bets at this point, I believe. I tell you guys a few different strategies here, and I'm just going to re-elaborate them right now, depending on what you guys are looking for. Oh, sorry, Loki just came up to my feet and started sitting on them, so now got a little heavy dog on my feet. But anyway, there are a few things you guys should probably know over the next few days. And the reason I'm starting this off right now is just because, again, tomorrow Friday is gonna be a little bit more busy for me because I do have to get Loki out to the farm so he can stay over there. I have to make sure I'm packed up and everything. You guys can't see, but right back there somewhere, you can see it. There you go. See that suitcase? Yeah, that's one of the 2 suitcases I'm packing for this trip. One is mostly for clothes and one is mostly for like equipment and camera stuff like that. So I'm also in the middle of packing stuff, which means lots of laundry to make sure I have everything I need, lots of socks to make sure I have everything I need. So I wanted to get a lot of this stuff out of the way today, have a lot more streams here today, make some more videos so that when I am in Vegas and whatnot, I can just hop on my phone, make a quick video and give you guys updates, but they're not going to be nearly as detailed as what we're going over right now. So just in case a large move doesn't happen until Saturday when I'm on a plane, or, Sunday when I'm busy, Monday when I'm busy, those type of times, you guys have a few options depending on really what you guys are doing. If you guys are day traders, you guys can really trade whatever. You just have to really wait for that opportune moment. For me, I haven't been day trading all too much because the profit hasn't really been worth my time. In order to make a good profit right now, if you ask me, you're really having to go into a little bit of a higher risk and put a little bit more leverage on the bone, which I don't really want to be doing in this market because of all the volatility, all the news, etc., etc. But day trading is always an opportunity for you guys to make money. The most riskiest right now is going to be, of course, just opening up a swing trade where you want to hold it and buy it for a few months, and just not a few months, even that's more dollar cost averaging, a few weeks here. At this point in time, I do have some swing trades open. They are majority on Bitcoin and Ethereum because they have a leverage attached to them. However, what I'm doing right now is just holding them. They're up, they're doing fine, but there's a chance that they may go down or they may go up. We're kind of just waiting for this breakout to happen. We're also waiting for the halving to come up pretty soon. And of course, we're waiting for all this ETF news. I think I read another article today talking about that ETF may be coming out sometime next week, or they will be approved this week, next week, and then they'll be ready to start trading maybe a couple weeks after that. I'm not entirely sure, maybe a month after that, who knows. However, having that news will be a huge pop for Bitcoin, I'm hoping. So we'll have to kind of see it. Maybe like the American ETFs where it kind of popped, crashed, then soared to the moon. There's going to be a lot of stuff there. So the dangerous thing about swing trading right now is this. If you guys have stop losses, which normally you guys do, there are still chances at this point in time, just like before, where you have a stop loss, you get stopped out, and then Bitcoin goes straight up to the moon, maybe 1 or 2 days after you get stopped out. So just be aware of that. Try to stay optimistic if there is a lot of volatility here. And of course, dollar cost averaging, that's the easiest way. We're going to be doing some dollar cost averaging here later on tonight. Probably not right now. I want to see if Bitcoin can actually dip down a little bit more throughout the day. Let me see if I go over here towards Fair Desk very fast. Let's go over here to the stream, and let me see what is actually with my account right now. Yeah, I'm back to being down $287 here, so you can see a lot of nasty red. There's some green in there, don't get me wrong, but you can definitely see there's more red than green, which means I myself am going to have to start to double down on some of these positions. You can see bought around here or around here somewhere, it's down, stuff like that. Shouldn't be terrible, but I am going to have to continue to dollar cost average here because we have not had a big move. We started to dollar cost average back over here, and you can see Bitcoin itself is actually higher, but the majority of tokens are not as high as they were just a few weeks ago. We've kind of been through this with a lot of tokens out there, like Solana. Actually a little bit lower. No, actually this one's higher. Never mind, my bad, higher. Dogecoin, higher. Okay, these are bad examples here. ADA, there we go. ADA, Ape Token, Arbitrum, AXS, you know, a lot of them are lower. Some of the ones I just showed you before, those are the, my more volatile tokens up top, but still, you guys get the point here. And I haven't had the best luck as of choosing these. Now I have some money involved in this, right? It's like levered tokens at 53%, Jasmy's up 12, Lux is up, Lux is up 47%. So there is some good trades in here, but the dollar cost averaging has definitely been taking longer than I want to. Not terrible, because once everything starts gearing up, then of course we're all happy and jolly, but still, it's been kind of annoying to look at. There we go. And so for right now, we're just not having the luck with the MACDs like I want to. So I just want to zoom out a little bit, kind of go through a weekly, daily, 4-hour, then maybe a 1-hour chart here to kind of give you the gist of what I see happening. So if I were to go over here, let's take off all the daily stuff. You can see all the oscillators here. Let's start off with the monthly chart. We've broken out, we've closed above this level of resistance here. Things are looking pretty good. Right now it feels like we're just trying to make sure we don't close back down below this support level, which at this point is around $69,000 from Bitcoin to Tether chart. Okay, simple things, that's what we're looking for. You can see on the monthly charts right here, the MACD is still going strong, the stochastic is still doing okay. Traditionally, when you look at the stochastic, let me go over here, you know, it's not terrible necessarily when it flips off. You can see we've had some dips in the past, dips right here as well during some extreme volatility, but we're still okay, because remember, this is month by month by month, and we can always keep on going higher and higher. The RSI is still bullish, nowhere near being bearish. Overall, the monthly charts still look fine. All right, we're just looking for that support level right now. On the weekly chart here, you can definitely see there's been a lot more volatility here. All right, what wasn't able to close above this week, got rejected. You can see a little bit of resistance right there. Able to break out, holding, going to try to hold this as far as we can. But what I'm not really concerned about is the chart here. What I want to show you guys is the oscillators. So the stochastic's been bearish here, not the biggest issue, but it's been bearish. The MACD has still been bullish, and the RSI has still been bullish here. So overall, we're fine. I would say okay, right? And okay means sideways, so it's not terrible, right? And usually when we're going sideways, we still have the opportunity to go higher or lower, really depending on the news at this point, because of all the inflation numbers, etc., right? Now, coming over here to the daily chart, this is where you guys have some options. We are bullish on the stochastic, bearish on the RSI, and bearish on the MACD. So we're kind of in this bearish mood as far as I'm concerned right now, which is why I haven't had that full-throated swing trade just yet. I've done one buy in here, one buy in here, and I'm just waiting to see if I want to buy in more. I'm being patient with it. Right now, I don't think it's going to be necessarily a technical thing that really makes Bitcoin go crazy. It's going to be something more to do with those ETFs coming out of Hong Kong and China. That's where I see the next catalyst for Bitcoin going, because otherwise, we just haven't been able to do anything yet until the halving. The halving could still cause some chaos here. Now, you got options here, let's be frank. I think the weekly chart shows you a few different options as well. If you want to go with a traditional trend line like that, go over here to the daily chart. A, B, and maybe we'll tap on it again for a C. But right there, nice uptrend. Things are still looking okay. And on top of that, we have this level of resistance right up here around 73,777. Going to try to break out of that hopefully sometime soon. If you guys see us breaking back down below this thing, which means we could be breaking down below this at $65,500, $66,000 over the next few weeks, that's where you guys get a little bit more afraid, because that requires something of a larger pull down. I don't know if that would necessarily happen while I'm in Vegas or anything like that, but just in case, if we do have a crazy breakdown, just be aware of what could be happening there. On the other side here, you have a few other trend lines I'd want you guys just to be focused on. The first one right here, you can see from this drop down on March 20th to this little bit of a drop we had April 3rd. You know, you may see something of a panic if we do start to break down below this, just because it would be a large move breaking down below the 20 and the 50-day moving averages. That could be something of a large move. I probably wouldn't sell on that move personally, just because we've had these very violent moves in the past and we managed to bounce back up. I would like to see what happens there. That's one thing. The other thing that I don't think people are talking about too much is something of a longer term play. So if we go over here to the weekly chart, if we do have a big breakout here with the ETF news, that level of resistance is kind of around $90,000. Now, I told you guys I'd be more willing to start selling Bitcoin a little bit. My position's around $80,000. Really, it's $80,000 and $90,000. You want to start selling off maybe 5 to 10% of your what would you call it? Your cycle portfolio, I would assume. That's where I'm gonna start selling off the beginning of mine. But just keep that in mind, because if we take off the log chart right here, you know, this is up at $87,000 right now. As we kind of go week by week, though, you know, it goes up a little bit more, so 87 or something like that, 89, you know. But don't forget about the log charts right now when we're doing some of these longer term trends. And of course, one last thing here. Auto boop doop doop doop. There you go. We do have a little bit of resistance level going to be hitting us way up here on $76,000. So I'm hoping that we can just kind of blast through it. We haven't really gone crazy through a lot of them, except for way down here at the beginning. We really had some consolidations against some of these and eventually popped off. Let me see if I can turn this off. Does it change much here? This one's not as reliable, it looks like. But then this one's up here towards $92,000. So, you know, don't expect a big pop towards $100,000 or anything like that. That's the big point here. And then last one I always like to do here, but on a different, on a different Bitcoin chart. I think you guys most of the time use this one. There we go. Magnet. Okay, there you go. This one I like. Excuse me. This one I like a little bit more. I don't know why I have so much phlegm. I think it's because my ear is draining. Actually, yeah, that's it. That's exactly where I go. Normally, the only time I have phlegm is when I have milk. When I've had milk, and I don't drink milk anymore. I have oat milk. But anyway, you can see that clear level of resistance, clear level of resistance, clear level of resistance. No resistance. We just kind of blasted through, and a little bit of resistance over here, and then we've been holding above this Fibonacci level for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks. Not bad, right? The next one up here is going to be around $80,000 and $80,940, so almost around $81,000. If I were to adjust this one more time, just because of log and whatnot, you can see this jumps up here to, nope, I did the wrong thing. Log back on. There you go. This jumps up a little bit higher, where you're looking at $92,000, $150,000, and $279,000. For me personally, I think probably the all-time high of this market would be closer to maybe between $93,000 and $152,000. You might be saying, Michael, that's a huge range. Well, yeah, I suck at guessing this type of stuff. But if we're going off of Fibonacci levels and things like that, I think that'd be okay. If something happens, like rates start to get cut drastically, I think there's an opportunity for us to actually see Bitcoin go up and the stock market go down. I'd really be excited about that one, because Bitcoin right now is getting absorbed by the world, more ETFs, more money flowing in there. Even if they are a little bit more risk off, I do think that would be good news for a lot of people out there. Again, if you go back historically and try to do this from what we saw back in the past, there are a few different things. So again, not as large of a move from here to here, but still I think pretty relevant. Right? See how we tapped, broke down, came back up, tried to hold, broke down, support, support, broke down, came back up, tried to hold, wasn't able to easily. Then it came back down. You know, oh, actually better let me do that again. Oh, too many double clicks here for me. There we are. This is the regular one. A little bit simpler here. You can see that support level there, that resistance level there, that resistance level there, and still going higher. We don't have any more data to go off of that, but you can see some of these levels do have some importance, even if it is something more of a temporary level of resistance where we're trying to hold and there's a lot of just chaos around it. You can see resistance, breakout, smackdown. Yeah, we do have pauses usually around those moments. Usually. So, you know, don't take this as a gospel, but if you want to do something kind of crazy here, one of the things I've been trying to figure out to see if I can get a better angle about this is if I start all the way down here in August of 2015, this is probably, I would say, the least reliable one. But there you go. You can see a little bit of resistance there, a little bit right here, finally broke out. No resistance, no resistance, a little bit there, a little bit here. Not as much, right? Let me do one more thing here just to adjust it. There you go. Even here, not as much resistance, a little bit there, none there, still going higher. Perhaps, you know, we have a little bit of a hidden level around $119,000 or something like that. But overall, again, yeah, I'm still pretty optimistic about where Bitcoin's going, especially because on the monthly chart here, Bitcoin finally had another golden cross after having that death cross. Nothing really happened during that time, but it was just, you know, interesting to keep an eye on. So overall, guys, a lot of fun stuff's about to happen here, and it's actually been happening over the last few days. Day traders are having the most fun, but if you guys are looking for swing trading, you guys are looking to take risk right now, you could definitely open them up, but I would say swing trading is probably one of the most dangerous ways to be making money in the market right now, just because we're kind of on the edge of a pretty large move. Whether it's a breakout or a breakdown, we'll have to wait and see. But technicals at this point are still bearish, but we're getting news that is propping Bitcoin up, which is a very good thing here, especially because of what's it called, Hong Kong. I didn't type that correctly at all. There we go. Do we got any new news here? News, maybe over the last hour, perhaps? Nope, nothing crucial. So, okay, back to 24 hours. There you go. This is from Bitcoin Magazine. As I hate this stuff. There you go. As Hong Kong's Bitcoin ETF is fast approaching, new applications have come in from an unexpected source, some of the biggest traditional asset managers in mainland China. Hong Kong's new ETF has been making, has been in the making for several months now, and it's been attracting no small amount of interest in the digital asset space worldwide. Not only is it in its in-kind generation model a totally different protocol than that style of Bitcoin spot ETF, popularized by the United States, but it's also an important foothold for ETF acceptance in East Asia. The already approved Hong Kong futures ETF's total assets under management, AUM, already passed the 100 million mark in February, and with the spot ETF has performed better in every country where it's gotten the green light, with this economic region having both substantial capital investment and plenty of international financial connections. Basically, a lot of money will be going into Bitcoin here, and that'll be good for all of us. NA Kamikaze Cash, China is very much coming in clutch right now. I was on the fence between picking up more Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Today I chose Bitcoin. You can't go wrong with the blue chip. Usually that's the way it is. And if you look at where Bitcoin is compared to all-time highs, you'll see Ethereum is, you know, it broke out. Don't get me wrong. Well, actually, no, this wasn't a, what type of breakout was this? This is an interesting one. So got 8.8 point here. Okay, if you want to go really from those two tippy tops, we actually haven't broken out yet. We've had a breakout if you want to go from here to here, and it's still managing to hold. But yeah, we're seeing some good moves. And plus, Ethereum flipped to being bullish here a few days ago, so it's going to be interesting to see if it can really keep up. Typically, I want to see Bitcoin doing the same thing, but until Bitcoin makes that move, I think it can help out Ethereum and most altcoins quite a bit here. Because you got things like, well, altcoins today are doing just okay, I would say, not terrible. And hey, Crypto Ricky, happy to see you, my man. You heard people buying gold from Costco. It's been selling like, really? Yeah, guys, like people are slowly, I'm going to still say slowly, they're losing faith with the dollar. And that's reasonable because the government keeps on spending more money. The easy way to kind of explain this is, and just kind of how crazy everything goes. You know, the government went crazy with spending money during COVID, right? We had to spend like crazy because we were in a pandemic. Everybody lost their jobs. The government like told them you can't work, so they had to pay for everybody's living expenses, you know? Somehow, we're paying more right now in our budget than we were during COVID, which kind of just begs that, like, where is all that money going to? It's just kind of poof, like, where is it at? Because nobody's getting free unemployment checks anymore, or you know, all the extra goodies that were coming out, I guess. Or, you know, schools weren't being rebuilt and refurbished with all the new ventilations. You know, the infrastructure for the COVID vaccine, all that type of stuff doesn't exist anymore. So now we're just kind of wondering where all the money is going. I'm probably going to defense or something like that. Do I think the new ETFs and the halving, or hey, see here's, at the same time as a big sell, the news event and larger inflows of money the following weeks to months? You know, I'm not entirely sure. So I was kind of surprised by the big downward move after the last ETF announcement, but I think I was a little bit more confused about all that just because, if you guys recall, we had this false approval happen. So we saw Bitcoin go up and then crash within a few minutes, and that kind of messed up the technicals that I was using for the next week, where actually we did have the announcement coming out. For me, I'm still going to be holding a lot of my assets through this volatility. If you guys want to trade around the halving, especially when it comes to day trading or holding for a few days, maybe up to a week, you guys have to be very, very careful and just make sure that you guys have those stop losses in there. Otherwise, you know, when you see those large dips, which can typically happen when you're sleeping, your trades that are done on an isolated margin, those will usually get liquidated pretty fast. If you have anything above a 5 or a 6x leverage, they'll get liquidated very, very fast. So you just got to be prepared for that. But if we're going off of after what happened last time, I guess you could try to assume that. For me though, just have a really close idea. Pay attention to what the charts are doing at that moment in time. So if we go back over here, let's get rid of the oscillators for now. You'll see that we had this support level right here, way down here at 40,222. We really didn't pay too much attention to it, honestly, this entire time, because we just rarely came down to it. And eventually we broke down, only to come down a little bit more, not even hit any of these support levels over here. I mean, maybe right there a little bit, but very, very, you know, very, very small. And then we started to make our moves back up here. So if you wanted to go off of that same type of instinct here, depending on what happens next week, we might only come back down to this support level that we have right here on $61,000. Or, I mean, if something really bad happens, like over the next like 5-6 days straight where we're going down, 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 the worst I would see happening here is coming down, right? We still have to bounce off supports. We cannot, you know, this is already after the halving. But let's see, okay, after the halving right now, we break down here, hit that support level and go back up from there. And that could lead to something of a larger move. Or let's say there's more panic, which can definitely happen because there's going to be a death cross off of this. That support level would be all the way down here towards $53,000. So that's also something right there. And I think even though I'm going to Vegas next week and I'll be at that expo with Opus Clip, I think you should see other YouTubers out there talking about something maybe. Oh, let me go over here to this one. Give you guys a fresh layout. Bitcoin technical analysis. Bitcoin just flipped, signal confirmed. No. If it's not logical in the first few seconds, it's not going to make sense to me. Okay, let me just type in Bitcoin. Bitcoin news. Because it might just be a streamer out there. Like, you know, Crypto Face or Crypto Life, or those are always good. Crypto Arts, you know, Altcoin Daily, no, they just spit out content nowadays. Not really a lot of good news out right now, actually. Bitcoin breakout? No, I see. This is why I tell you guys to not focus specifically on the breakouts, and I tell you guys to focus on the oscillators, because the oscillators, those save you from those false breakouts. He was talking about this breakout right here. Can you imagine all the people that bought right there and then it just tanked out afterwards? And again, I hate that we're so close, but we're not there yet. I hate it. But we still have to wait a little bit more time here, if you ask me, before we start seeing some really good moves. So I'm patiently watching. We're on the edge, though. We are on the edge. Again, the only thing you're really doing right now is most likely just day trading or dollar cost averaging. And again, we're dollar cost averaging a little bit later on tonight. Let's go over here maybe to a 15-minute chart. You can see all the volatility that's been going on. The crash from yesterday's CPI, which is horrible. You can see over here this morning we had decent news, came up a little bit more, then it came back down. Like shorts and those types of people just getting crushed right now. Overall, I was actually pretty good news with the PPI news coming out today. So I'm still optimistic that Bitcoin can go higher here. But if you're looking for that big jolt of a move, we're going to have to usually have a little bit of news coming out from China. Which, again, if I go... Hold on. Bitcoin, ETF, China. All the articles that we've been looking at, they keep on updating themselves. Or maybe, let me go over here to X. Bitcoin China. Big banks, no. Okay, next week, right? So approved next week. Should be really, really good news. Everything should be really on board then. Just kind of depends on what's happening. So if we have the halving next week and the ETFs, we may just have extreme volatility then blast off. But that volatility may not last for days. It may just last for a few hours or something. Because what we're also seeing here, which is one of the reasons that my dollar cost averaging portfolio is overall red. You see all that red right there? Red, 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 red. Is Bitcoin right now, guys, is down about 0.46%. It's down not a lot. You're also seeing stuff like FTM coming down pretty hard today relative to that massive double top retest rejection. Classic play right there. You know, you got GTC is down 3.5%. You got a lot of tokens that haven't been able to hold up well. Sushi token breaking down below supports here, like not good at all. I am gonna probably have to try to buy some of these up, but these things have been coming down for a while. Or you might actually just wait for some of those breakouts to occur later on if you want a little more stability. But let's go back over here to that 15-minute chart. Altcoins are not doing nearly, for the most part, nearly as good as Bitcoin is. Anyway, Wilder, happy to see me, man. I'm bullish on these base ecosystem tokens. Moonwell is doing well. I hold it until 150k Bitcoin. Oh, jeez. What do you call it? All I want to say is make sure you scale that a little bit. Because again, you know, this bull market feels more like a ladder than the previous one. The last one, we kind of just went parabolic because all that money sloshing around the system. The government was just printing money to go in there. But this time around, something that's interesting is, like, we're focusing so much more on economic data this time around. So we're hoping that the interest rates start to come back down. That'll give a huge boost to altcoins and Bitcoin. We're hoping that inflation comes down as part of that interest rate hike. And we're also hoping, again, kind of around inflation, the dollar index starts to go back down. So far, you know, remember we were talking about, oh no, we were breaking out, and then we came back down, like, oh, maybe we're okay. No, you know, a lot of volatility here. Go back over to the monthly chart, and it just looks like that. Looks like we're starting a larger move, which, if I'm hoping right, this move up towards maybe 107 or 108 potentially could break something in the economy. And at this point, because I am pretty bullish on Bitcoin, I want Bitcoin to go up, etc. I kind of want something to break so the Fed is forced to cut rates and kind of give up a little bit more on inflation. The Fed has already said they're pretty much giving up on inflation for the short term here, and they're okay with it going higher as long as the economy is stable. Well, if the economy is not as stable, then we might get some good action here. Look at the oil. Oil prices are still going up. Not as high as it was a couple days ago, but still, you know, oil's going up. I like it. I've already told you guys my oil stocks for a while now. They are performing absolutely great. So there we go, there we go, there we go. All right. Now we're just hoping that Bitcoin can continue this little bit of an upward move we started a couple days ago here. Oh yeah, not a couple days ago, yesterday. And hey Steve, I'm doing well, man. My ears almost unclogged, I think. I think I slept on that kind of funny, so I woke up with a little bit of pain, but it's gone back down. It's almost done to, back to normal. Yeah, taking all these damn antibiotic pills, they hurt my stomach. How do they want to do that this week or today? From a technical perspective, I would say Bitcoin is most likely trying to break down at this point. The only thing really propping it up has been this ETF news coming out of China. So usually when I hear news like ETFs, right, versus technicals, ETFs have been winning. So you might see some volatility on the downside because that's what the technicals are kind of suggesting. But overall, we should have something of a larger move going into this weekend here. So I would say bullish just because the news is, the last time we had to worry about ETFs, the news was outdoing any bad technicals that we had. It just cleaned it up really nicely. Now, I'm not saying Bitcoin can't drop down to like $65,000 or something. We're currently at 70,000. You know, we could still drop down here, but overall, I would say the ETFs are much more of a bullish event rather than the bearishness of the technicals themselves. You know, if you want to get more bullish on Bitcoin, let's just get it up to $73,000, and I think we'll be good to go for the next few days after that. Maybe even just 72.5, already in a good spot. But what we're looking for right now, if you really want to get that bullish mentality, is a nice little pop. I have swing trades that are open that are long right now because I am assuming there's going to be a pop eventually. But you know, this has been pretty sideways market here. The SEC wrecked Uniswap. I haven't seen Uniswap. I usually don't look at too many of these tokens over here. Let's see. There's Sushi Swap. I don't even think I have Uniswap on my list. I think I saw something about it in the yeah, down 10% today. Oh yeah, this thing just broke down. Yep, completely breaking down. Oh yeah, it tapped on that 20-week moving average here. Yeah, ouch. Well, if the government's going after it, it's probably not going to hold out for long, so be careful with your investments in this thing. Yeah, this doesn't look good at all. There we are. Still doing okay though. Let me see. Let's see. Let me turn down the music very fast, or just turn it off, and I want to play this sound for you guys here. Turn up my mic just a tad. I can turn on the desktop audio all the way up, and we can kind of listen to what was happening here. This was the news that we had this morning. Oh, there's an ad playing. Let's turn the music off for the ad. Let's move that over. You can't see ads on YouTube, or it might turn off the stream. It's a weird thing that they do, but can I skip the ad now? No, the ad will end 21 seconds. Oh my God. Okay, well, in this circumstance here, I think it's actually faster to just go over here to CNBC, right? There it is. Right? I already watched part of it this morning. Let's turn that volume up all the way right there. Let's turn it up a little bit for me, and there we go.
After 0.6, that will be significant. We're a few seconds in front, of course, of March PPI, and we're also going to be watching claims quite closely. And the numbers are our final PPI headline month over month, up 0.2%. It definitely eased back from that up 0.6. 0.2. Well, you have to go all the way back to equal it in September of last year. To find a lower number would be June of last year, when it was 0. Up 0.2 when you strip out food and energy. That follows 0.3. Strip out food, energy, and trade. Up 0.2. Our last look was up 0.4. Up 0.2 in this category is actually the lightest level going back to November of last year. And if we look at year-over-year headline, we're expecting 2.3. It comes in at 2.1. year over year, 2.2 we were expecting, comes in at 2.1. That follows 1.6. 2.1 there is the hottest level going back to April. So there's the first number that is definitely a bit hotter than our last look, even though it's a little less than expectations. Many are going to compare it to the actual number. Strip out food and energy, so we go from headline to core, 2.4. Higher than anticipated, much higher than a 2.0 in the rearview mirror. 2.4 is the highest since August of last year. And finally, 2.8 is our ex-food, energy, and trade. That follows 2.8, which actually was revised to 2.7. These 2.8 numbers are basically running where we were in September last year when it was a little hotter at 2.9. Initial continuing claims, quickly, 211 on initial claims.
Okay. So that's that big point I wanted to show you guys right there. Then we'll go over this article here, and I'll skip having to do all this other stuff. So for now, let me turn this volume all the way back down towards 0.34. Let's get that music back and rolling on. And there we go. Perfect. I think everything's good. All right. So here are the few of the things I wanted you guys to understand about the report today and kind of what it means. So the big thing that you guys just heard there, the producer price index rose 0.2% for last month, less than the 0.3% estimate from the Dow Jones consensus. Is not as much as the 0.6% increase in February, right? So still doing okay. Now, this is the interesting part. However, on the 12-month basis, the PPI climbed 2.1%, the biggest gain since April of 2023, indicating pipeline pressures that could keep inflation elevated. So just oil may be a make or break type of thing for everybody, everything that's going on. I'm hoping that oil doesn't get out of hand, but I also have an interest in oil going up, to be frank. So I make money. I may be making money as inflation goes higher here, which I guess you want to make money in any circumstance, right? But that's something I want you guys to understand. And a couple other things here that are just smaller. Continuing claims, which run a week behind, increased 1.82 million, up 28,000 for the period, according to the Labor Department release. And it goes on to say the market is now pricing in the possibility of just 2 cuts this year, likely not starting until September, according to CME Group data. If you guys are in that camp that we're going to have something very parabolic happening in fall or at the end of summer in September, that would be a good indicator that, hey, we're not going to see a large move until then, so we might actually see Bitcoin come down and whatnot. At this point, though, even though the technicals for Bitcoin, I would say, are a little more bearish overall, kind of on the daily charts and sideways-ish for the weekly charts, at least we have this ETF news coming out of China that's really propping everything up. And even if technicals are bearish, like we talked about before, doesn't matter. If people buy Bitcoin in mass, especially when China, when it's like, you have a legal way of buying Bitcoin, oh baby, you're going to have a great time with it. And I think if China is able to do it, you will see other countries around China, Asia, start to go through that process as well, which will make things a lot easier for most people out there that are holding some Bitcoin right now and just want to kind of see it go up. That'd be the big catalyst there. Hold on a second here. Boom. Okay, sorry. Dion, didn't see all that spam and shit in there. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, there we go. Let me try to find the messages. Now I lost all the messages, yeah. Wait for it. Derev. See, now I'm just, what are you calling? Wait, let me see right here. There we go. I can't tell who's the spammer and who's not because everybody's talking about this dumb Derev token. Hold on a second here. Boom. All these bots. Boom, 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 boom. It's almost like a fucking whack-a-mole, right? There you go. That it? That it? No, there's a Sultan that's talking about it. Derev. There you go. Come on, trying to buy. Oh, man. There we go. So watch out about these spam tokens, guys. Can be very bad. Very, very nasty. Just, you know, be aware of it. There we go. I think we're kind of cleaned up now. I think we're kind of cleaned up, right? Oh, nope. Got one little sky right there. There you go. Alright, I think we're good. It's like when you go walking out in the woods and you have some shit on your foot and you have to go like scrub it off, but you know, it doesn't come off cleanly. You just kind of keep on swiping against the brush on the floor. There we go. There we go. And hey, Steven Spammer saying, yeah, but there's a lot of them out there. It's just usually what happens nowadays. Everybody's trying to get money off a project, right? It's just the way it kind of works out. But you know, again, we've been through this before, right? We've seen it happen so much. Oh, hold on a second here. There we go. All right. Overall, actually, Bitcoin's about to turn positive for the day, and altcoins are kind of still hammered up a little bit more. Do I think this news will benefit altcoins or mainly main coins like Bitcoin? It would most likely benefit the main tokens. What you may see from altcoins is they stop bleeding and maybe they go sideways for a while, and then they can get bullish after that. But in the short term, it's definitely impacting Bitcoin a lot more, a lot more. What's right there? I think we're good to go. Double check this. No, it's fine. So I was making sure that the whatever that stuff is on the top right hand corner, the orders, those aren't too bad. Yeah, Bitcoin's probably going to go positive here in the next few hours, next few minutes maybe, and that could lead to a nice little pop here for the rest of the altcoins. But generally, what I'm looking at, like, you know, if we have the Bitcoin ETF news coming out and it's all, you know, really, really good stuff for us. If Bitcoin goes like that and we have a breakout sometime over the next few days, I would say things like Ape Token, which are down a lot, they would probably have a move like that, but they wouldn't go like that. They'd have a move like this, consolidate, and then eventually have a move up once Bitcoin's kind of done consolidating. So give it some time, you know, let it do its let Bitcoin do its thing. But again, we're gonna really have to have that news come out next week because Bitcoin is teetering at this point towards this level of support. And like I said, there's two levels of support here that people are going to be focusing on. The first one is going to be this one, just because it's kind of the easiest to kind of see, where Bitcoin has a support level, you could say kind of around 67,400 level, or give it a few days, it'll really just be that 50-day moving average there. Or you can go off of this one right here, which I think is going to be more reliable in the long run. Way down here around $64,000, $65,000. No, over here, it's still, by the time you get to late April, it's going to be around $64,500. This is that big level of support over here. So, you know, if we don't have any good news coming out, there's still a good chance we break down here and then we start coming back up, or we continue moving down. That's a big question mark for right there. But we should be breaking down below this sometime soon, unless we get a big boost tomorrow, the day after, with some ETF news. I don't know. And there also is that question mark of what's going to be happening with the ETFs starting next week when it comes to China. Oh, not the question. There's a question of how much money will be put in this, or how much Bitcoin is China going to want to buy? How much of inflows are we going to have from them? And I'm hoping that we can see that information from ARK. I think it might take them a while to get that data just because of the way China tries to keep things a little bit more secret. But since everything is on, you know, you can see all the data. I don't think it'll be difficult for once they kind of figure out where the wallets are. I don't think it'd be impossible. You go over here to Grayscale. There you go. Hold on. There you go. Okay, there we go. 6 hours ago. There you are. You know, you see a lot of selling going off by Grayscale. Nothing surprising there. Nothing surprising. Fidelity. They bought some Bitcoin today. That's actually pretty nice. They haven't bought Bitcoin in a hot minute. BlackRock, did they buy Bitcoin today? Please say they did. No, they didn't buy any Bitcoin today. They 250,000 of USDC. That's interesting right there. Okay. Ando Finance. Where have I heard Ando Finance before? And institutional grade finance now on chain. Ando is building the next generation of financial infrastructure to improve market efficiency, transparency, and accessibility. So they sent over some money here. Our funds invest exclusively into multi-billion, highly liquid exchange-traded fund managers by the world's preeminent bond managers, BlackRock, PIMCO. So they must have some type of partnership with them or something like that. Join Ando, open roles. Wow, they got a lot of open positions here. Head of marketing, content marketing specialist, VP of operations. They're definitely hiring, which is kind of nice to see. But it's all remote, so they don't have an office, it looks like, which is interesting. I don't know if I could ever be a VP of engineering and work from home. That'd freaking drive me nuts. Or, marketing guy. It's weird to not work in an office for me. I can do it, but I like the hybrid work model better. Ando and Airdrum. Yeah, it looks like they're getting some good things here, some good money. So that's always nice to see. Like when they actually have a partnership and it's actually bearing fruit. In that you can actually see how much money they have to hire people. All of those positions are like over $100,000 easily for the most of them. So they'll probably get some options as well and things like that. But they're doing well. People down grayscale. I set up an account for my nephew. BCHG is up over 34%. Litecoin 211%. We ain't complaining about a 1.5% fee. Oh yeah. Most people, I would say, don't care. It's just those institutions where the margins really matter when they're dealing, with hundreds of millions of dollars and like, hey, we don't want to pay the 1.5% fee or something like that. It just adds up if you have a shit ton of money going in there. But I don't think the average guy out there is really going to care. Like, I wouldn't necessarily care about that. And if I popped in like $100,000, I wouldn't give two shits about that 1.5% fee. Just because their spread is really, really nice. So if you want to get in and out, it's really, really easy. But yeah, you know how people on Wall Street can just be stingy. A lot of stinginess to it. I think they're gonna they talked about lowering their fee here pretty soon. I think that'll give a big boost to Bitcoin eventually, because once they kind of hit equilibrium, they stop selling. When they stop selling, oh my gosh, that's like thousands of Bitcoin not being sold every day. That'd be great. And also, to be frank, they bought that Bitcoin a long time ago. They are ranking in some great profits right now. Absolutely great profits right now. And then Vegas Nick, I wonder why Ethereum to Bitcoin is low. Maybe the May ETF will be delayed. I haven't heard any news. No, usually altcoins really need to have some good interest rate retreats, like a drop down interest rates for them to really get going. I think we'll be there soon, but everything is something to Bitcoin, this to Bitcoin, Solana to Bitcoin, right? I think Ethereum is having, altcoins in general, having a really rough few weeks, just because few months, because CPI data has been getting worse. It's kind of pushing back all this thoughts of a rate cut happening anytime soon. Now, we just read an article a few minutes ago talking about rate cuts might be extended all the way out until September. I really hope not. I really hope not. I'd rather have the economy break and us start to lower rates here. Just, it doesn't be the whole economy, but just a sector. Like, let me ask ChatGPT this question here very fast. What is... Let's see. Right now today, right now, which is 4/11/2024, is at the greatest risk due to high interest rates. Like, what might break first according to the data? Okay. Now fix all my freaking typos in here. Okay. So I basically just asked ChatGPT right now, which is 4/11/24, what part of the economy is at the greatest risk due to the higher interest rate environment? Like what might break first according to the data? It's giving me a few, but it didn't do much research on it, so I'm going to ask it again here in a second, but I'll tell you what it tells me here in a second. Let's see if it's going to do it or not. Okay, so it's saying real estate, government debt. Government debt is not a problem. We'll print more money. You guys know that. Corporate debt is interesting. Emerging markets. It's not really giving me a clear answer. Excuse me, guys, burping up a storm here. A couple of sectors that said have the opportunity to break down in these high interest rate environments is going to be real estate and housing. I don't know if you guys have seen, but real estate's been, let's see, can I go over here to real estate? Financial, personal advice, earnings, business, real estate, there you go. There you go. Home builders fall following hot inflation numbers. That was the big news from yesterday. Mortgage refinance demand surges even as rates cross back over 7%. Here's why. So, you know, it still seems to be doing okay. Let's see. Applications for a mortgage to purchase a home fell 5% for the week, and they were 23% lower than the same week one year ago. Basically saying usually they wait for things to jump or to drop, excuse me, before trying to change their rates and get a better rate. But because it was going up so fast, they feel like they had to get it now before it was too late, which sucks. Jesus. Okay, but so basically real estate, highly leveraged businesses, consumer discretionary, financial sector, and emerging markets. We don't really worry about too much about emerging markets here, but I would say the financial sector and highly leveraged businesses are probably going to be number one. Housing, they've been okay over the past few months. We'll wait and see, but yeah, it's interesting there. And hey, Barcelona Street, how you doing, man? Are you looking forward to your trip to Las Vegas? I am super excited. I got to tomorrow. I have to check into my flight, which I'm excited for. I have get rid of ChatGPT. Right, I always hate doing this. Right there, I got a bag, so I'm already packing. You can see right there. There's a colorful thing. Those would be swim trunks. Next, that's another blue thing. Those are more swim trunks. So I'm gonna try to get like a nice little evening swim in there if I can. I just don't know exactly when I'll have time because my schedule is kind of all over the freaking place. I'm hoping Saturday I can have a little more of a freebie day. I have to pick up my Expo pass. Wait for Connor and some other people. But I'm hoping I have that evening free. I really am. Let's see. But yeah, overall doing pretty well. My ear's feeling a lot better too. It's not all the way cleaned up, but I'm not going to worry about it on the flight. You know, I'm not going to be worrying about it being in lots of pain and stuff like that. I'm able to open up that pressure, that air pressure thing here with pretty good ease. I have to force it open, but you know, the fact that I can open it is good news. Grayscale should really lower it to 50 cents, 50.5%. Yeah, The GSCO hinted about it last week. Oh, he did another hint. I know he hinted about it maybe like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. So I'm happy to see they're getting ready to make that change here. But again, that's just going to be a positive for Bitcoin. It's going to be a great positive for Bitcoin. When is the Hong Kong ETF launch? We don't know yet. So it's supposed to be approved next week. Everything that comes after that, we're going to have to just wait for that news. But the approval should happen sometime this week. Oh, not this week, next week. There you go, boy. Oh, look at you being a good boy. Yes, sure, be good boy. But yeah, so we're getting quite close to it right now. You know, until it happens, nothing's set in stone. But it should be coming out next week, according to all these reports and things like that. Next week is that time. And that Cryptic Sniper, happy to see my man. I'm smoking right now the Olivia Series V Melanio Maduro, highly recommended. Ooh, I don't know. I think I smoked that probably once or twice. It's been a while. I think all I have right now are Olivia O's or Olivia Black Swans. I need to buy some more and a sampler or something like that. But dude, I've been low on money. You guys know how I try to budget out my month and everything like that. That Bespoke suit set me back so much. And then I also got an email from them today. I'm gonna get a whole new wardrobe of like bespoke clothing. So this is gonna be my splurge for the next few months. Where I get some streaming shirts where I'm gonna have like a nice red shirt, a nice green shirt that look really, really nice, not just the Hawaiian style, but each shirt is gonna be bespoke and maybe not silk, but something really nice and casual where I could kind of vibe in it a little bit more. And then I don't think I'm gonna get any bespoke pants for a while since I got the trousers already coming my way. But yeah, my budget is decimated for cigars right now. I'm so heartbroken. I can't say I've bought like 50 cigars this month. I can't really say it's like decimated, but compared to what I normally would be buying right now, it's decimated. It's decimated. Do I think the ultra rich are scalping Bitcoin daily? I mean, there could be a few, but I think most of them are just kind of holding at this point, waiting for some of those larger moves. The ultra rich don't necessarily always sell at the very top or buy at the very bottom. They kind of just buy low, sell high, but they have so much capital in the market that whenever they sell, they're just ranking in millions and millions and millions of dollars. So, they're pretty happy with it. And hey, Boston, I know I'm going to be taking a few Cubans with me. They don't care about international or they don't care about not international, a domestic moving of Cuban cigars, which is kind of nice. And I'll bring a few over for myself. I have a few Bolivars. I think I'm gonna bring maybe four, maybe 5 cigars. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure just yet. Because if I really want more cigars, I'm just going to go out to Off the Strip. I think one of you guys made a recommendation for one cigar outlet. I think it was, maybe it was Vegas Nick. I think that was it. What was it called? Vegas Maps Cigar. Right? Images. No, maps, not images. It's like Off the Strip a little bit though. There you go. Outlet Superstore. This place. And from what I've seen, it looks pretty... Gosh darn it, hold on. I got this tool that always pops up in the back corner and I hate it because I never use it. It looks like this. Alright. Las Vegas Cigar Outlet. And from what I've understood, it looks pretty snazzy inside. So if I go over here to the photos... yes, right? Look at all those Fuentes. I can get a lot of nice stuff in here. Right? A lot of different cigars. See how that cigar is $9 and not like $1,000? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Looks like they even have like a lounge or something in here too. But basically I can snag some. They even got some Astrons in here. So they got high quality stuff and mid quality stuff and probably even low quality stuff. Oh, they even have the rare pinks. Wow, that's surprising. That's really surprising. Usually those things go pretty fast. When was this picture taken? November. Oh, no, November. November is when they all come out. So usually that's the time you're going to find them. Afterwards, they're not going to find them really around. Anything else here? No. Yeah, pretty large store. So yeah, I'm going to be happy to try this place out and see what I can buy from there too. What's your main plan for today? What are you looking to see happen? Mostly Bitcoin kind of stay a little bit more stagnant, maybe try to push up a little bit higher here. Overall, for the next few days, you would anticipate Bitcoin coming down here, you know, to retest some of these support levels. So short term, probably up a little bit more, kind of going on into the night until tomorrow, most likely looking a little bit more down. We're hoping that some of this ETF news can really give Bitcoin a pop, though. That's the real big thing. It's been kind of an abnormal chart because of all the inflation data coming out. However, you know, if we have ETF news coming out, you know, or drips of ETF news coming out, that can typically keep Bitcoin alive. Just like over here when the technicals weren't the best for Bitcoin, the ETF saved it every single time, right? Bought back up, bought back up, bought back up, bought back up, small bought back up, but you get what I'm saying. We got bought up as we kind of approach this. Now, this has kind of been more of like a breaking news type of thing, like, oh wow, this is sudden, you know, now we're talking about ETFs coming out of Hong Kong and how China is just ready to pour all the money in there. That's interesting. I'm excited for it. But that's the only thing that's really keeping me really bullish about Bitcoin right now. Not to say I'm not bullish as far as Bitcoin for the long term, but the technicals would suggest we need to take at least one more dump here before at least trying to move back up. So I'm being very patient about how I approach everything. But, you know, again, I still have longs open right now. So, you know, for that next few weeks, they're long. But what, I opened them up back in March 30th. So it's already been like a week and a half or something like that. So, you know, I'm hoping they move by the next 2-3 weeks here. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Kind of just see how we're just cooling off a little bit. I just filed my taxes. Seems my capital earned income. There you go. Paiute Indian cigar shop. Ooh, that might be interesting too. Off the strip is where it's at. Looks hot. Yeah, if they have rare pinks there, I mean, the guy seems pretty chill. I've seen that guy before, I think on TikTok or something. He seems like a nice guy. Bloomberg is advertising IBIT on their main page. Oh, yeah, I think I saw that earlier today on a tweet. Let me go over here. Instead of turning off my ad blocker. Wait, Ethereum? ETHE? Grayscale Ethereum Trust. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Register? No, I'm not registering. Get out of here. Morgan Stanley is down 5% today. U.S. probes into wealth unit. Uh-oh. Amazon and Walmart need to give up on drones. Whatever happened to those drones? Charged with fraud. Oh yeah, his interpreter. I remember that. Oh yeah, OJ. I totally forgot about that. I like how it says OJ Simpson, NFL legend, acquitted of double dies at 76. Oh man, OJ. Ford cuts plug on F-150 plug-in pickup as EV demand falters. Taylor Swift songs are back on TikTok despite Universal Music dispute. Bankman free to appeal 25-year sentence, conviction of fraud. Oh, good luck with that. Oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. There you go. iShares now trading. iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF IBIT. You go click on this. There you go. So, you know, sponsor fee 0.25%, not bad at all. I'll be excited once we can actually see the earnings for this. You know, average annual 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year. They don't have any of that data yet. Yeah, we'll have to keep track of that. My bad. Let's get out here. There we are. What type of cigar is the rare pink? So it's like a Fuente cigar. Well, it is a Fuente cigar, but it's a custom one. It's rare. So it only comes out in November with some of the other premium selections that only come out in November. And basically it has a different type of filler inside of it. Let me see if I can go over here. Rare pink cigar aficionado. It'll have a more eloquent example. No, okay, maybe that's not it. I'm not looking for the what do you call? Rare pink cigar blend, I guess I should type in here. There we go. The name is, oh yeah, the sophisticated hooker. This is a good cigar. It's large. A portion of the box goes to breast cancer research. Let's see. Limited production, yes. Where's at though? I was hoping it told me something on here. Let's see. Only this blend is completely different. Only this blend is completely different. Oh, anyways, there you go. It doesn't tell me what the blend is. If you want to have something similar to this, go over to the Fuente website. You don't buy stuff from here, but you can look up some of the cigars. And I could have just clicked on it right there. You can go over here to their Hemingways. It's a different blend. It's a different version of this. So I think the rare pinks taste better than these, but these are also very good cigars if you wanted to try them out. So there's a short story over here. My favorite one is the signature right here. Has a little nipple right there. Classic, also pretty good. If you want a larger one, you can go with the masterpiece. This is like an hour and a half plus smoke. It's crazy. If you want something smaller, bestseller is also very good. If you like the filler, it changes the flavor because there's different amounts of filler. So more wrapped tobacco in there, gets less tobacco in the middle, less filler as you go up. Never tried the between the lines. That type of color scheme really just irks my eyes. Short story is fine. The only cigars I would say that I just don't like from them are the rare pinks that have the tiny, like, let me see. Where's that? Queen of Hearts. This thing is absolutely terrible. Terrible. What I like about these rare pinks is the outside, not the inside of the cigar. The outside is like where all the flavor is. Great. Like, you know, great. Happy ending signature. Great. Right? This has way too much of the filler and I just don't like it at all. Any other size is good. Sophisticated hooker is a good one out there if you can find them. But Queen of Hearts, stay far away from this one. I smoked it live for you guys a while ago. It was just such a disappointment. Such a disappointment. Just absolutely horrible. Do I use ChatGPT to write scripts for indicators and strategies? What a tool, and learning how to use analyze charts, and we're good. I don't use it for scripts for that type of stuff. The scripts that I would use it for are, think of the BitBoy video that I did a while back. That's the type of scripts I'd write using that one. When it comes to writing scripts for tutorials and stuff like that, I can do it a little bit if I need help like explaining something as far as maybe like a course or something. But I really suck at the process of reading scripts or also trying to look at the computer. So what I'm going to have to do eventually, in which this is one of my plans when I'm in Panama, because I know they sell them down there, I'm going to be looking for a $5,000 to $10,000 teleprompter where everything looks really, really good. There's also, I can pretty much plug it in my computer. I can have all the data, the software running. I hook up the script. I let it start going at a pace that I like. And then I'm looking at the script, but it looks like I'm really talking to you guys. Not like subtly like this, or let me show you. Not like I'm looking and reading like this, which is like slightly off. Like my eye contact is not maybe with you guys, but where I'm looking at you guys like this. Not like this, but like this. Not like that, right? So, because I'm gonna be looking at this the entire time like I'm reading. I suck at reading scripts, so I'm gonna have to invest in one of those nice ones. Look at that cool little elephant back there. There we go. What's the matter with you? Sorry, here, hold on. Loki wants to say hello. He's been whining a lot lately, so I'm not entirely sure. Well, I know why. He just wants treats. Loki. Hi. He's looking for a treat. Oh, no, not a treat. A toy. Come here. Up. You got a bad habit of putting sharp things by my neck. Yeah? Come here. Good boy. Yes, you're good boy. Look into the camera. Okay. Oh, I didn't do a good job throwing it. But what do you call? Loki says hello. There we go. All right. And then let's go back over here to that one, and we're good to go. Paiute is the pronunciation? Oh, Paiute. Okay, there you go. And see you, Vegas Nick. I appreciate it. See, it's a cigar outlet, I believe. Grayscale also has a link to Trust and Soul Trust and Ethereum Trust. They launched a bunch of new ones, but the base prices, they should keep them sub 30 to allow us to buy, as you can't buy partial shares. Oh yeah, that's true. Hey Razvan, happy to see you, man. Let's see. And hey Puma, nothing as far as breaking news. The news from today is that the PPI was a little bit cooler than expectations. It still went up a lot, like high. It still went high, but not as high as the market thought. So that was kind of good news overall. As I look at the market here, what happened? The Dow Jones closed down. The NASDAQ is up and the SPY is up a little bit. So overall, we're okay. The dollar index is also up right now. Bitcoin is down a little bit, but let's be frank, Bitcoin went crazy yesterday, so it's okay if it's down just $96 right now. Very, very small amount. Bitcoin's on the verge of going back to being positive for today, which is crazy. But that's fine. The big news, I think, right now, is if you want to kind of have everything that we've been talking about kind of like, condensed down, two things. One, Bitcoin technicals for the next few days are bearish. Unfortunately, they're bearish. However, I am still kind of bullish over the next week or so because Hong Kong is about to pass Bitcoin ETFs over there next week. So that's going to open up a lot of new liquidity, a lot of new money flowing into that Bitcoin market, which could really get things humming and, humming for Bitcoin back up to 85. Well, not back up to, but up to 85, 90, whatever we go up to, that could really lead us to go to another leg here. So I'm almost having similar vibes to what happened back in January, where everything looked kind of nasty. We were having this huge shock moves down, but everybody was there to buy back up because they were all anticipating what was going to be happening after the after the ETF came out. And we also have the halving next week, which could also lead to a little bit more of a supply shock. You know, one of the things that I don't know, do they already own some Bitcoin or not? Like, do they have their trust of Bitcoin or not over there in Hong Kong? I haven't been able to look into it, and I don't really see many people talking about it online because honestly, nobody goes out to do that type of research as far as I know. What are the fillers in your cigars? Just tobacco, please. Hey, did Loki get lucky this week? No, he wasn't able to get lucky. So I took him over there when the lady was, the dog was in the heat. But I think she was just getting out of heat or something like that because she was not having it. She was, like he tried once and then, she just started to sit down and tuck her tail and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, we'll wait a little bit longer to see if they kind of open up. But it was like pouring down rain and stuff. So I don't think they were just in the mood to be out there in the rain. Because Loki, I mean, she peed on some grass. Loki was making out with that grass like freaking crazy. So I was just like, God damn it. Like not like just a little lick. He was making out with grass. It was very, very weird. But his pheromones were ready to go make some babies, but I don't know if she was done going into heat or we just missed it. So I'm gonna have to wait and see. He's gonna be chilling with them next week, so if she's still in heat at all, he'll test those boundaries in a heartbeat and get going there. But she might not go into heat again for maybe 5 to 6 months, and that'll be somewhere in it's April now, so June, July, August, September, October, November. So, you know, October, November time, next time she might go into heat. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. But next time she goes into heat, I literally just might have them come over here, and we just may have them inside one of the rooms in the house, and let them do their thing in there. And then we gotta watch them. Because remember, I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but if they not, you gotta watch them, make sure he doesn't try to sprint off and like break something. Let's see. And hey, because I don't know. I don't have an extensive history with the brokers and how they really interact with trading viewing the software. I would expect there to be a lag no matter which ones you guys are going for. I think I have heard good things with Alpaca, but I haven't known much else besides that. Not romantic, 6 months, let them play in the meantime. Yeah, what do you call it? They love playing together. So, the female dog, she was abused when she was younger, and those, the people that own her, they rescued her. And so she's very, very timid, very, very, very timid around people. She will come up to me and she'll just bite my hand a little bit, like a little bite, and come back, you know, so it doesn't hurt, but it's a little, you know, that. But she's okay with me now. But you know, if I just start walking towards her for no reason, not even saying anything, she'll just sprint off. If her owners walk towards her, she's usually okay with it, but she hasn't accepted me fully. She likes to play around with Loki a lot. They will kiss, make out with their little tongues, like lick, 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 sniff each other's butts and all that type of stuff. They're fine. They have a male dog that's a little bit older. I think he's like 7 years old or something like that. Remember, like Loki's not even 3 yet, and he gets a little bit defensive when Loki's smelling up her butt and stuff like that, or her nose. So he likes to growl at Loki. Loki doesn't like to be growled at by dogs. So if they start to growl a little bit more, he'll go into full on fight mode, and he knows he's beaten that dog before. He knows how to beat him pretty easily. But I don't want him to get into any fights or anything like that. So you know, just in case they don't actually work out, and then, you know, that male dog doesn't like Loki as much, I told the lady who's going to be watching him, she can bring him over here and she can just stay at my place for a while. Got the fancy dancy TV, you know, I don't got many groceries, but she can buy some if she wants, so I can pay her for some of that. Should be okay. But I don't want Loki to be in any fights, hopefully, especially not over some girl. He's already fought once over the girl. He's won, cool, but I want more fights. Hey, Puma. So the reason there are so many dates out there. Hold on. Look, see, Loki heard us talking about him. See the little ears? Loki. Where'd Loki go? Where'd Loki go? Oh no, I can't find him. Oh no. Yeah, Oh, he didn't bring me a toy, so I don't know. Oh. He might have actually brought me a toy this time. Where's Loki at? There's the toy. Okay, gotta drop it though. You're not giving it to me. You don't get to have fun. He likes to play this keep away game. There we go. Alright, so the reason that we have so many different dates out there right now, and basically I've been going off of this date here on coinmarketcap.com. We have 7 days, 19 hours, 40 minutes, and 18 seconds. Is because basically, you see right here, blocks until halving. Once these blocks are mined, that's when the halving happens. But there's a speed issue. So what happens if there's more blocks being mined this week than last week? You know, that date can fluctuate, because all we're doing is basically a countdown until the blocks are mined. Now, they have an approximate time of, approximate block time is 9.3 minutes, right? See more. Oh, sorry, it froze. This website always freezes on me. There we go. Right. So 7 days, 19 hours, 39 minutes. Yeah. So, you know, go over all this stuff, all that type of stuff here. Where is that? What determines when the halving happens? Halvings happen every 210,000 blocks. This takes about 4 years between halvings based on 10-minute average block time. The event is not based on a specific date. What are the dates for the halvings? You know, we talked about those. Why is it called the halvening? You know, it serves to engage and educate newcomers about the significance of the event. So that type of stuff. Did Loki sign a prenup? Nope, he's not even married. What do you call? I'm not even taking any of the dogs as a fee, as a payment on that. I'm thinking of getting him a female down the road though, like just for the house. When I move to Panama, but I have to find a purebred one that I really, really like. It may cost a little bit of money, but I think it'll be worth it. Gotta protect our guy. I manage all of Loki's assets, so he doesn't have to worry about it. He has no assets underneath his name. Maybe a couple bones. Love bites? Yeah, she's a really sweet dog. Oh, she's a really sweet dog. But one of the reasons we're trying to have her get some puppies is maybe she'll calm down a little bit when she's, you know, has to take care of the puppies. Mikey's Love Shack. It's definitely been interesting watching those two dogs play around. Remember, I showed you those pictures a while ago on Telegram, I think it was. Let me see if I can pull them up here very fast. Web Telegram. There you go. That's all the dogs out there them playing. So there's Loki. Let me go to open new tab. So there's Loki. I know it's kind of blurry. This wasn't on my phone. There's the male dog over there, and then there's the female dog over there. So we like to go on walks together, and basically, you know, just a little bit of a trail. But they have these little side pools that they really, really do enjoy. Yeah, they're all nice dogs. You know, Loki's kind of white, so he's kind of a little bit of an outsider, but he has fun with them. Hey, Marcus, you know, at this point, everybody is trying to make their best guess of what's going to be happening here, kind of going over a whole host of data. Right now, as we've been talking about, Bitcoin technicals are getting more and more bearish here. We are kind of bearish on the daily chart. The thing that's been kind of propping Bitcoin up more and more and more is the fact that we keep on having all of these big events within the space. So next up is the halving, plus we're having the Chinese ETFs for Bitcoin launch. Those are going to be massive. In January was last Bitcoin ETF. In October and November, it was Jerome Powell talking about how he wasn't going to be raising rates anymore and how inflation was kind of tipping off and stuff like that. So everybody was kind of happy with that. But if we go over here, remember a few weeks ago we talked about, what's that guy's name? Tame the Arc. Remember how he had on that thumbnail for his 24-hour stream that Bitcoin was going to be going down to $40,000? Yeah, see right here. Yeah, Bitcoin dropped to $40,000, 40K, day 50 out of 52, bear market, Tame the Arc, right? Something like that. It's just never as fast or as easy as we want it to be taking those moves. Because if we're going back to 40,000, that's all the way back down here. That's all the way back to where we were back in January, right? So in order for that to happen, we're going to have some type of really bad catalyst here. So far, we have about 1 week, maybe 2 weeks to break out. We have about 1 week. So we're either going to be breaking down next week or going sideways / up, or then following week we'll be going big. But it could be this next week as well. But you guys can see we're on the verge of a breakdown here, and that could really lead us back down. In order for that to happen, though, we're going to have to break down below this 20-week moving average. Think of what happened back over here. You know, I don't think we're going to have the same type of rally where we're coming into contact with the 20, or we're not coming into contact with the 20. Remember this? Last time we broke down below the 20, there was a nasty move here. We had the 50 over there as well. You know, that would almost signal the end of the bull market if we were to have a large move back down to $40,000. So, you know, if we do have a larger retracement, I think it might just come back down here to the 20-week moving average. That might make things a little bit interesting. I'm not of the $40,000 camp personally just yet. But I can understand why people are like, you know, saying, hey, we've rallied up so high, we have to have something of a larger move down sooner rather than later. You know, to me though, it's just like, I still think we have more room to go up. I think the next big catalyst for Bitcoin, besides the stuff we're talking about right now, is going to be interest rate cuts. And at this point, because of inflation, we just don't know really when those things are going to be hopping off here. I think the longer we go sideways, the higher we go. I don't want to range and be done by the end of summer. Yeah, that'd be brutal, especially. But at least we're still, like, overall still going up if you look at the monthly charts and stuff like that, even if we have had a little bit of snag. Oh no, she has baggage. Ouch. 40,000 would have required ETFs to almost not even happen. No, yeah, it'd be pretty drastic. It'd be very, very drastic. But again, he has some clout in this space. Remember, there's only so many Bitcoin streamers out there, Dogecoin streamers out there, crypto streamers out there. You know, if I type in Bitcoin crypto live, right? This is an incognito mode. So this is what people first search up, you know? And if I go over here towards live, oops, not view count, excuse me. Reference, and I need to make it features live. So all these are gonna be just live streams, right? So there's Bitcoin Live right here, OG in the space, been around for a while. You got one of my streams right here. Rashish Crypto, Target has been around for a long time. Infinity, Algo, Forex, right? You see some over here. You got my stream right there, my other stream right there. Bitcoin Live right here. Another, you know, there's a lot of stuff here. A fake Bitcoin Live, which is interesting. But you know, actually, where is Target Hits? Oh, Tame the Arc. Where's Tame the Arc's actual thing? I mean, we're getting fucking USA Philadelphia live streams before we're hitting Tame the Arc, which is kind of confusing. So maybe because I typed in Bitcoin Crypto Live. Maybe if I just type in Bitcoin Live, maybe that makes a difference. Keep on doing view count by instinct. I got live. What the hell's going on? Yeah, what's going on with Philadelphia? I don't know why that guy is, what do you call it, this list. Couple of my streams, some Bitcoin, you know, some gold strategies here as well. Million moves, it's trading signals. Forex trading. I guess there must not be many people live right now. Bitcoin 24/7. Maybe that'll do the trick here. Live. I guess his stream isn't optimized for SEO. People probably just type in Tame the Ark and they find his content. But anyway, you know, well, it is 50 out of 52. So I don't think we're probably not dropping to, what do you call, 40K by the day after tomorrow, by Saturday. So, you know, but again, there's a lot of theses out there. You see Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hex, a lot of theses, a lot of thesis out there. Theses, I think that's the way you pronounce it. But yeah, I can see the bearish activity for sure. 40,000 to me seems kind of extreme, but again, I've been wrong before. But 40K, I'm not sure, maybe 50s. 50s I could see. 50s I could definitely see. It's so hard to time this stuff, right? And anybody that comes out there and says they know for sure, you know, we're all kind of guesstimating. So when I see Tame the Ark talking about 40,000, you know, like, I could see scenarios in which we get down there. I just think that the chances are so small, right? What I could definitely see happening is Bitcoin coming back down here towards the mid 50s and then having a move back up. Probably coming back if you really want to have a zone. Let's actually go over, actually, let's just do this. There you go. This would be the big zone I would try to buy in if possible. This right here. Right, if you're really looking for an opportunity just to buy up and we have a death cross here, everything turns out to be bad, which again, we're more bearish than bullish right now. If you wanted to see that type of move, this is how I would be playing it right now. Come down. Right, it wouldn't be an easy down, it'd be something like that. And then bounce off and then consolidate. And that would take us all the way through May, June, July, stuff like that. It'd be really, really rough. But again, if you want to get started with that type of mindset, just wait for that breakdown right here. Because again, the way we're headed right now, ETFs could easily this Hong Kong ETF could definitely just take us. And then from there, then we have a massive crash back down to 67 or something like that. That is also kind of likely at this point just because of the ETFs. But for me, once we get going up here, we can breathe a little bit more. But then it should only be a short move. It should not be a longer move like this. Come the end of the month, we should have a little more stability out there, and I think we'll just continue to be chugging along. But that's mostly going to be from that ETF standpoint. Lower the resistance, keep on going up. But that low point right there, that's kind of where you're looking at for supports. Let's go back over here to the 1 hour chart. Actually, we can go over to the 15-minute chart. Not really doing much, but hey, that's okay. Hey, Multisager, USA controls the flow of quality of information, not transparent. I watch outside streams. Love you, Mike. No, I totally get it. You know, one of the reasons I like to stream at midnight, I haven't done it for a while because of my ear, but one of the reasons I like to stream late at night is because I do get some of those international viewers. I was always curious of, like, if somebody in Germany types Bitcoin, what are they actually looking at? Like, if I, hold on, let me go over here to YouTube. I go over here to Bitcoin and German. translation. Isn't there? Okay, hold on. Bitcoin and Japanese. There you go. I was looking for something like that. Character difference. See? You can see a lot different stuff if you use other languages. I'm actually thinking of, in my SEO of my videos, I'm thinking of actually adding this in there into my description so it kind of pops up when people are talking about it. You know, wouldn't it be kind of cool? Like, I just see a whole bunch of Asian guys, right? Because Japan. What if you start searching for Bitcoin and a black guy pops up, you know? Wouldn't that be interesting? So, you know, it could be very, very interesting there. But you see, like, if I go over here to today, the top Bitcoin videos, this guy, okay? Joe Takayama. He has 114,000 subscribers. I mean, look at the different style depending on where you guys are in the world about how the thumbnails work. Right? Now, this guy is definitely a little bit older, but heck, you know, does a good job. And Bybit, so he's sponsored by Bybit, so, you know, he's got his sponsorships and everything as well. Could be kind of cool. Thanks, Marcus. I appreciate that a lot. I know it's always hard when different parts of the world because of what's going on, or, you know, the time situations. But let me go over here to Hindu. Bitcoin. Oh, damn. No, Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Something like that. I'm looking for characters. Burmese? No. Chinese? There you go. Oh, and I can do Korean afterwards. I'm pretty simple as far as languages. I'm not the best with them. There's Hebrew as well. So, okay, let's go to Korean first. There you go. So, Chinese, okay? The top videos for today as far as the algorithm is concerned, this one, right? Pendle. All right, hold on. Let me just click on this video right here. They're talking about CPI, right? 20 hours ago, CPI data. Okay, but this guy right here, posted a video 2 hours ago, 75,000 subscribers, right? A lot of posts every single day. And then right? Sure, there's some Chinese around and whatnot. He's still using TradingView like the rest of us. It may be zoomed in a lot, but he's using it, right? ADA, Bitcoin, promoting Bybit, you know, different types of moves and stuff like that. Thinking about the breakout with Bitcoin dominance. Yeah. I mean, Bitcoin, I know Bitcoin dominance should break out, but I want to see Bitcoin break out while Bitcoin dominance is breaking out. Okay, that was the Chinese one. Here's the Korean one. Here we go. So somebody's streaming right now. Oh, it's a live stream, I think. 24/7 live stream, maybe?
They don't want you to know this.
I can't tell. I really can't tell. Hold on.
You pay for your own car insurance. Watch this video.
There you go. Yeah, it's a 24-hour live stream here that just got put up a while ago. Dude, Bybit has Asia locked down. I swear all of these people are promoting Bybit. And this guy has 302,000 subscribers. All right. Oh, he does memes too, though. So he delved into the meme and streaming thing. That's interesting. But he has a group of friends and stuff like that too. So yeah, so that's interesting. So he probably has like a group of channels. But it's you know, it's nice to see what's going on across the world though. And the other one is going to be Italian? No. Hebrew? I mean, this could be interesting. Right? Crypto Jungle. So they actually do exist. Wait, Crypto or Us has one? Wait, no, it disappeared. I'm so confused. Like this, like 6 hours ago, it really says Bitcoin holders don't miss this. It translated it for me. Yeah, invest answers. So if it doesn't have enough, it'll translate it. That is interesting. That's weird. It changes it for you. I'm not sure if I like that or not. I don't think I like that. That's weird. That's very, very weird. Gold was pumping, so I sold a little stock and bought some more Bitcoin. What do you call it? I've been holding a gold for so long, but I just kind of stopped buying it, I think about a year ago, because it's just been going. Now I'm starting to finally see some profit from that sucker. Type country name like India has multiple languages. Oh, let me try that one too. Well, I don't even know. Bitcoin translate to Korean. I just want to have that. No. What? You said I don't know the different languages. Sindhi? Slovenian? I'm just looking for character differences. Burmese, Kurdish. There we go. Kurdish. I need to keep on hearing Bitcoin. But because of the way it changed it, I'm not entirely sure if what I see is actually going to be Kurdish or not. You know, the government's probably looking at this guy like, what the fuck is this guy searching in Kurdish for? I got put on a rag. I just automatically got put on the red flag list here by the government. There's people talking about it. Bitcoin and Forex. So the community might not be that large. 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Okay, not a massive community. Yeah, not a massive community at all. But Corsian, check. Dutch? No. Filipino? Georgian? Oh, look at that. A year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 1 hour ago. Tyler S is definitely not. This is translated. I did not know Google will translate your content in other languages for you. That is absolutely wild. Try Dutch. No, it doesn't give me a translation for some reason. Greek. Haitian Creole. Zulu. Yiddish. Welsh. I don't know. I mean, they got like even Swahili over here, but I don't know. Punjabi, there you go. This could be interesting. Oh, shit. Keep on messing up with the incognito windows. Two years ago. Okay, what about this week? This is why you hold. This is why you hold. A lot of shorts. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Is it interesting though? Any day lesson, blessed time Korean. So yeah, maybe even my content is actually done as that as well. Happy to see, man. Some game just launched TV series. Anyone catch it? Oh, it's called Fallout. I watched the first episode. Thought it was pretty darn good. Thought it was actually pretty darn good. I was surprised how I liked it. The main character, she's a good actress. I don't like her yet. I'm hoping I'm gonna like her as she grows. She fits that model of a goody two-shoe, and I know I hate those types of characters, so I'm waiting for her to adapt into the wasteland character that I know she can be. But basically just waiting for that to happen. Everybody else's character, absolutely loved it. The woman's not a bad, she's not a bad actor. I'm waiting for her character to transform because I hate those characters to my core when they try to act all goody two-shoe. It's very, very irking. Like, it makes me think she has too much plot armor because she's so innocent compared to everybody else. And hey, John Wick. Hello, Big Mike, watching from here in Toronto, drafting some jewelry. Ooh, cases for a Grand Secu in St. John's. Oh, wow. Got my ear pierce on. Awesome show. Appreciate it a lot. Punjabi, the snake charmer, fabulous music. What do you call it? I tried Hindi. I didn't find anything else there. I wonder. I gotta go. That sounds like a pretty cool place. Grand Psycho. Cases. Let me see. See if I can search that very fast. Oh, I need to get myself a good watch. I've been slumming it down and getting beads and whatnot because it's just kind of easy to put on in the morning. I think I need to buy an actual. What I'm hoping to buy here, guys, is I'm hoping to buy a nice silver watch. It doesn't have to be like actual silver. I got enough silver on my hand as it is. But maybe a stainless steel or titanium. A nice watch, and then I want it to be a green dial, so a green interior, so I can match some of my outfits, because I typically like to wear green a lot. And you know, it would be nice to have green as Bitcoin's going up, right? So I'm probably gonna have to look for some of those. Maybe I'll treat myself to it in the summertime, perhaps. Yeah, summertime, I think it'd be good for that. Thoughts on MATIC? Let's see. Let's see, we had that false breakout over there. I remember talking about that because the MACD hadn't turned positive yet. It looks like it's almost done going down here. It looks like we're fairly close to finishing it off. All we needed was like a little bit of a pump, maybe back up here towards 93, 94 cents, and I think we'd actually be solid. Let's back up here a little bit more. Holding on to the 200 weekly moving averages, that looks fine. We had a golden cross here. This might not have a big move until June. I think it might bottom out though sometime next like 3 weeks or so. So we're hoping that it can kind of go sideways like this and then have that larger move, or maybe a little more like that. It's not going to take that long. Right now though, it still is bearish. Right now, still bearish. Hopefully it's kind of finished off. We're hitting this next level of support from way back over here. I don't know. This looks still pretty bearish. Maybe the ETFs can hold on to this at this point. You can see it broke down a little bit yesterday off of that ETF news. It managed to come back up, of course, but then it got smacked back down today as well. Jeez, yeah, it really got smacked down. So let me see. Let me see if their retracements have been any good. Retracement worked a little bit, came back down, not really at all, not really at all, a little bit there, not really at all. So the Fibonacci's haven't been working very well for this at all. So if Bitcoin does decide to take another level down here, you're most likely going to see it coming back down here towards 76 cents or so, which would be another larger drop of about around 13-14%. Not terrible, but enough to feel some pain, of course. What I'd be hoping for to get more optimistic on this is just for it to break back above that 20-day moving average. It looks like it could happen over the weekend here, Monday, Tuesday levels, or timing. And then from there, you can try to get back up here towards $1.95. Where is this at? Oh yeah, about $1 to 95 cents. Yeah. Sorry, I was eyeballing it here. Right up here is that range where you're probably going to be trying to buy around here, sell up there if you're looking for something more of a tiny swing trade. Other than that, it's going to take a little bit more time for this to really get its footing. I'm hoping that it can have something of a shorter term move, but to get that larger move, like the footing we were talking about earlier, to get something that goes all the way back up, that might take a week or two here at least in order to get things going. Maybe even 3 to 4 weeks, because it feels like it wants to go up a little bit, reject, and then go something like that. Now it's not, it's not looking at a massive downward move, but still enough to feel that pain like we were talking about. Because if I back out here one more time, maybe I should go to the daily chart and do this, make it a little more precise. See how we're like breaking down right now? It's not the end of the world because it's an altcoin and Bitcoin could always kind of lift its spirits back up. But just by itself, it's already having a pretty rough day here, heading back down here probably towards 82 to 80, 75, 76 cents. Definitely looking a little bit more bearish here. Definitely looking a little more bearish. I wonder why that is. I haven't checked out MATIC in a while. Because we did have this false breakout way over here, too. Well, I guess you wouldn't call this a false breakout because it broke out. And then how far did it go? 42. Okay, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Yeah, but it really got slammed back down following the Bitcoin movement and just hasn't been able to recover. Maybe it just comes back down as far as, in the scheme of things around 72 cents or something like that. I don't think it'll come back down that low. Maybe just down here around the mid 70s. Yeah, maybe close to the mid 70s. But definitely more bearish here. I'm hoping it can have a pretty substantial move in next week. But yeah, it just needs some work done on that. It needs Bitcoin to kind of save it here, unfortunately. Let's see. Hey Orlake, happy to see you, my man. Wear red when you're currently shorting and green when you're longing. I'm thinking of having outfits done for that. The only thing is I'm about to go buy these shirts and stuff from that Bespoke place, and like they're not cheap at all. Remember Sue Bespoke? Sue Generosity Bespoke. There we go. I'll let that load up while we're talking here. I go to the Dollar Tree for watches. Perhaps I'm too frugal. It's not the end of the world if you go buy something at the Dollar Tree. I used to get stuff at the Dollar Tree when I was younger, like a lot of stuff. For me though, it's like, it has to be that watch that goes with that nicer outfit. And I don't know exactly what that would be just yet. I was looking up watches a little bit earlier today, actually. I was looking on Citizen. Just looking, nothing crazy, like a few $100, nothing bad. One of my friends was like, dude, you should get this like $2,000 watch. I'm like, it looks nice, but like, damn, I just feel like it'd be a waste of money to go above $1,000 for a watch. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, no worries, Steve. Happy to help out, man. Hopefully it turns around pretty soon, but it's kind of like one of those places where you would start to dollar cost average it, but by no means would you just go long like crazy right here. A dollar cost averaging? Yeah, I would do that, but Anything else? Oosh, gotta be a little bit more careful there. There you go. Okay, but this place right here, it's oh, the gateway timed out. Oops, I did something bad. Home. There you go. Okay, this place. This is where I got my suit done. Absolutely great place. I cannot recommend them enough. At least from the first part, I haven't gotten my suit back yet. I'll let you know if it's good quality, but from what I saw in there, it's going to be good quality. Where is there? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Custom Unlimited, or I can go with Explore Custom. So there's two different styles. I don't know if I need the top premium of the line shirt, right? So a shirt costs $350 starting off with. I don't know how much I paid for my shirt. I don't think it has to be that expensive. Over here for the Unlimited, I got the Unlimited suit, so it's a little bit more expensive, obviously, but the shirting is $350 here. I'm pretty sure it's cheaper. Actually, I got an email from them today because I'm gonna get a new wardrobe made by them. So let me go over here to my email. They're really nice, very quick about responding to my emails, which is fantastic. Let's see, Marriott deals. There we go. Okay. I sent an email. Let's download this picture, open it up. Okay, here we go. So this is, I told him I was looking for some cheaper stuff, right? And so you guys can see right here. Can I zoom in on this? Oh, there we go. Right. So like when I got my 3-piece suit here, you can see that this goes all the way to Z, right? A, B, C, D, Z. Let me go over here, hold on. There we go. So this goes all the way to Z. So when I tell you my suit was like a mid-tier, like an 8 or something like that, it sucked. Not sucked, but you know, just expensive. But oh, there is no price for a shirt here. God damn it. Okay, well, I thought there might be. I need to ask for the shirt prices. I'll send him another email later on today. But I got the 3-piece suit, so I'm really hyped for it. Really hyped for that 3-piece suit. I think I'm gonna also get a sports coat, but I think I'm gonna go with the Custom Unlimited, and I might get the C range or the B range. It'd be kind of nice to have a sports coat. I need to buy more trousers. I don't know if I want really nice trousers or cheap trousers. I'm not entirely sure. The overcoats, I'm probably gonna get a nicer overcoat just because who doesn't like a nice overcoat? And I'll stay away from 2-piece suits and 3-piece suits for a couple months. But I want to buy some shirts. The shirts are kind of pricey. But you know, they're perfect. They're bespoke shirts. It's like the essence of like, life is good. Silky smooth stuff. It's very durable. Very clean, you know, some of that. Hey, Altcoin, I think it's just part of an overall balanced portfolio. I would rather own it than not own it, but I think it still has much further to go. So at this point, you're really just dollar cost averaging into it, and you're hoping for the best for it. But I still think it hasn't on that big pop that you would expect. So I'm kind of waiting for that. There you go. Steve, for the long-term dollar cost averaging, it is absolutely fantastic, especially for things like MATIC, which I like a lot. NAJD patience, sure. That, what do you call it? The next move that AVEX would have is definitely going to make that previous move look like a little teeny little blip. If you ask me, right? Gaming, if anything will move AVEX, well, yeah, I mean, that's why I've had a little bit of it in that metaverse portfolio I've been talking to you guys about. It's just that the patience is killing me. Actually, I think it's been outperforming Sand and Mana as well, which has been a good thing for it too. See, am I forgetting anything here? There you go. Yeah, definitely. Dude, aren't you moving? They have suits there? Damn, bro, I'm just trying to survive and feed my kids. Need the market to start moving in, hoping tomorrow's the day. I think as long as we close above $69,000, it will. $69,500. I think we have a good opportunity to go up higher this week just because of the ETFs, which is again why I'm going against my better technical judgment here. Let's see, I don't know. Bespoke suits, Panama City, Panama. Custom suits, Panama City. Let's see. No, this isn't the type of place I would go to. The type of places I go to, they're like industrial. They're kind of like, they have like a whole bunch of knitting and not knitting, but like sewing stations for them to put together the suits. No, not suit supply. Our Panama from 7 years ago. Let's see. La Fortuna, there we go. Okay. Clothing, Panama City, Panama, maybe? There you go. This is it, Taylor. Yeah, look at that. Okay, this is it. See, they're sewing stuff up. There you go. Our services. Shirts, custom made shirts designed for you, tailored for you, suits. Well, I can't click on anything. Okay. It's a very, very basic website. Very, very basic website. But I probably will have a bunch of stuff made by them in the future if I can find out where these guys are. But I need a wardrobe just for today, tomorrow, and the day after. Oh, I just messed up here. See outside. There you go. Easiest button in the world right now. There we go. Right here. So yeah. I wonder how much they cost. So if I go over here and I go to their last 55 reviews, maybe, or maybe pictures. Let's see. Yeah, this type of stuff. So yeah. With all the fabric, yeah, this is more of my place. But the most of the stuff I'm buying right now, it's mostly because I know the fabric is coming from the United Kingdom. I think it's where it's coming from right now. Freaking the UK and the, what's it called? Italy. They freaking love to price up their fabrics, I'll tell you that now. But yeah, I'll definitely get more stuff made while I'm down there. That's for sure. But I need stuff now. I definitely need stuff now. Fabric District. It'll probably be harder to Panama plus size in America. No, that's the good thing about Bespoke. That's the best thing about Bespoke. The suit is made from scratch. They literally have like a roll of fabric. They roll it out and they cut it to my body shape. So I don't have to worry about anything like that. Like if I were to go into a suit store, oh hell yeah, it'd be horrible to find a suit my size. Like they would have my size. That's not the issue really when I'm dealing with suits. It's the way the proportions have to match and everything has to look good uniformly. So maybe the suit looks great on my stomach, but maybe the arms are too long. Maybe the arms are too tight. Maybe the thighs are too tight, or maybe the thighs are too loose and the stomach is just right. There's a whole bunch of things. I remember the pants, you know, too many things there that I don't like to deal with. So typically, yeah, I'll go and pay the extra amount of money where the suit is made for me from scratch. That's why I'm plopping down so much money, plus the good fabric, because I want to have that one good suit that's gonna look perfect, perfect when I'm wearing it out. Hawaii? Oh yeah, I bet they probably have that down to a science. So here. There you go. see, what is it here? Styling, arms, legs, butt, ooh. Everything has to look good. Remember, what I ended up getting myself was I got a single-breasted suit, right? So it just has the buttons down the middle, not double-breasted. Single-breasted suit. I have the shoulders coming down nicely. I have a little bit of an extra pad on the shoulder, so it kind of flips up just a little bit. Not like doing something like that, but just like a little bit of upper shoulder thing. Then I have one pocket. I have a, you know, that little flap that comes in the suit. I have one button spot there. It's not for buttons, it's for like a flower and stuff like that. I think I might actually have a chain going from there to the pocket, which could look pretty nice. And then after that, I got my name engraved in the suit in golden fibers, which is gonna be pretty cool. Or silver fibers, golden fibers, I think. I forgot which one I chose. And then on the inside, it's gonna be a nice silver lining right there. Afterwards, I got my vest, which is going to be a double-breasted vest. It's going to have green on the inside for like bullish markets, which is why I do it that way. Plus green is one of my favorite colors. Double-breasted, again, it'll have its own lapels and stuff like that. And then it'll have two pockets, I believe, and the pockets will be like vetted and stuff like that. So it'll look really, really nice. Plus I have a bespoke shirt with it. Oh, it's gonna look absolutely amazing. You need a boutonniere. Oh yeah, probably that. Let's see. Oh, boutonniere. Yeah, that's it right there. Men's clothing store in Seattle. High-end retailer selling the namesake of Italian laborers apparel. See, I've never gotten into Italian because Italians are usually like very, very slim types of looks. I am not slim. I am not slim at all. As I stick to this diet, I know I'm losing a few pounds a week, but where's this at? Is this right here? No. Is it right here? I get so lost in Seattle so easily. Mario's. United by Ping Pong. Yeah, at Mario's. There we go. So it's probably within this place, actually. Probably inside that store. Might be interesting to walk in there, because I will need some new ties and stuff like that coming up pretty soon. I have some nice ties, but I can never buy enough good ties. Especially some, I want to buy one of those chains that goes through the boutonniere slit, and it goes into the pocket. I think that would be a nice little accessory. I'm realizing, because remember, when I used to wear suits back in the past quite a bit, what did I do? I worked in marketing, so I had to wear a typical style with not too much flesh. I do YouTube and I trade for a living. I can, you know, I don't have to be all crazy. I'm not going to be all crazy out there, but I can have a little more fun with my design, which is going to be good. So it's going to be like sophisticated, but show my personality, right? And slap on a Bitcoin orange, watch your wrist. What do you... I don't know where I would have orange on a suit, to be honest. I have no idea. It would probably be the shirt underneath it. It probably wouldn't be orange. It'd probably be something more of a peach colored, if I was to go down that route. But I don't know. You know, I just don't want to be that flashy guy in a suit. Like, did you guys see this? I saw this on Twitter the other day while I was scrolling. Let me see. You know, Trump's son Barron Trump picture. He was with these influencers and stuff like that, and I thought it was hilarious because, can I find that picture? Okay, this is not somebody I really search for that all too often, but I want to find it because it was more of a style thing, not so much of a of him. Past week, this one. Okay, let me open this in a new tab. Okay, look at this picture here very fast. You see how he is in a nice suit? He looks good, right? This is not what I'm looking for. This looks fucking like a freaking weirdo wearing purple like this. Hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no. This, I want to pretend like I have a lot of money. Look here. Him, he just looks kind of confused, but he doesn't look bad. He just looks like he wasn't ready for the photo. He was ready for the photo. I would say 1, 2, and they all come in third place. And no, double breasted is fine. He didn't close the button though. This is too tight for him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. More of a style thing than a political thing. Don't come after me for showing you guys a picture of Barron Trump. But, you know, nice suit, everything's nice. Good, fine, good. You know, it's good, good. Plain but good. This guy, what the heck are you doing? What the heck are you doing? What the heck are you doing? At least this guy seems genuinely just happy to be there. But yeah, just wild. I'm not that flashy. I just want to be good, but a very good version of good, right? Let's see. See, NAG, not should you, but are you? What's your last post about? Agreed. Oh, ask the question again, JD, so I know. PBD? Yes, that was PBD in the brown. Yeah. I don't watch his channel, but I know of him. I think I used to watch his podcast a long time ago, but there's a guy on there who's just very loud and obnoxious, and I can just never stick enough to watch it. I watched some of his like more formal videos, with like a YouTube video where they're kind of explaining something. I like that. But there's a guy on this podcast who just talks so loudly, so blah, 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 blah. I can't do it. I can't listen to that podcast anymore because of him. Conscious with the green? Yeah. I picked the most professional picture I had. What do you call it? It's always nice. I mean, I can see you wearing a suit in there, I loathe Walmart. I haven't been into Walmart in months. I don't like Walmart. It's not like the quality of the food in there is like subpar or something. It's just that I don't like the process of buying something because of the long lines, the amount of the parking situation, which really sucks out there. Just not an enjoyable experience. Typically, I'd prefer to go to somewhere like a Trader Joe's if I have to buy some food because there's not even people in there. The lines usually move pretty fast. Nobody's usually buying in bulk. And if I want to buy a lot of stuff, I kind of prefer Costco because even though they have a long line, they have their system down and they are going like crazy. Yeah, PBD, the only normal one. Oh yeah, that's what I said. Normal, good, fine. No flash, no pizzazz, but it's just a weird color suit, but it works, right? It works. Frat bros and mismatch. I know, yeah, it's very, very weird. Barron Trump, our American Emperor Overlord in 2045. What do you call I wouldn't be surprised if all the people that we know right now, like if we saw the Clintons, the Trumps, the Obamas, all of their kids try to create dynasties after their parents. I would not be surprised at all. Royal purple? What do you call it? You're not wearing purple unless you're royal. Like I can see purple. I like the color purple a lot. Purple and lavenders, I love to wear those colors. But I don't wear them as suits. I wear them as shirts underneath the suits, and I can kind of adjust a tie to it. That's how my personal pizzazz would look. If I ever, what do you call it? Like if you ever see me like giving my opinion about suits and that, don't think I am some expert in this stuff. I'm just giving my personal opinion. Cause like purple suits, freaking crazy to me, crazy. I could pull off a deep dark purple. I don't think I've actually tried to do too much deep dark purples. I've always been more of a light lavender type. It's about Amazon's crypto. They have a pre-sale going. I have never even heard of Amazon's crypto. Let me know more about that. I've never even heard of that in my life. Amazon's crypto. Interesting. The purple dude is Colby Covington, UFC fighter. Okay, that looks like something a UFC fighter would try to be going, and then UFC flashy. Yeah. I'm in Walmart every weekend. Hey, nothing against Walmart. Like if people buy there, I don't care. What do you call it? I just can't stand the experience. It's too much waiting in line and stuff like that for me. The last time I think I went to a Walmart, like there was a fight breaking out and I was like, oh shit, I don't want to deal with this. I don't know. What else do I get from there? I don't know. I guess I don't really get enough food to justify going there as much. Like if I go to Trader Joe's, I'm getting a basket. I could never imagine myself walking out with a basket of stuff from Walmart. I feel like I have to get a cart full of stuff to go in there. Coinbase is listing Pepe. Oh, interesting. Or I have to go to Ross or Marshalls. Oh, AI cloned YouTube. Oh, so the Amazon token's a scam right now? Okay, that's good to know. Let me go over here very fast to Twitter, X, and let's go to Amazon token. I want to see what they're posting about it right now. No. Yeah, I don't even see any news on it right now. I'm in Amazon fake gift cards and stuff like that. Amazon crypto token pre-sale scam trends again. And this was in December of 2023. So yeah, be careful with it. That's interesting right there. That's very, very interesting right there. Thanks for the heads up there. Yeah, be careful of that type of stuff, guys. They can snag you. Do I still think we're getting a rate cut in June or next year? We're still getting a rate cut this year. People are saying now it's getting pushed out to September. I'm still going to say June as far as now. I'll really get more cemented on my plan or how I think things will go probably after we get the CPI for April. Maybe if we start coming back down a little bit, that could really help us out. I don't know. Oil keeps on going up. Oh, this is probably not the best view for oil. Oil keeps on going up here. Makes things a little bit more difficult. What's right here? Explains how Pepe is pumping. Oh, there you go. Oh, Coin Telegraph. Oh, let me see. Coin Telegraph. I wonder if they're working on a project and that project has a token or something. Crypto. Maybe here's what happened in crypto today. Maybe that one. BlackRock. Paraguay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of stuff going on these days. But okay. It's been 2 hours. I'm going to end the stream right now. I'm gonna go. My cleaning lady is about to show up, so I want to make sure I can actually open the door for her. That's the big thing. And I'm gonna take Loki outside. Hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. I will most likely be streaming again sometime in the evening, but I'm not entirely sure when. It may be even late evening because I haven't had a chance to do a late evening stream in a while. Overall, guys, Bitcoin still going sideways. I'm not 100% bullish on it right now. I am hoping that we can have a pump because of what's going on with the ETF news coming out of Hong Kong and China. That would be epic, epic, epic news. So again, I have longs open right now. I'm hoping they make me some good money here. Technicals are not looking as great as I would want them to be, but because we had a decent inflation report today after a bad one yesterday, you know, pretty optimistic. I'm more optimistic than I should be, but I'm really trusting this ETF news to really get Bitcoin going here. So that'd be the big thing. So I have to go take some eardrops. I got to go take some antibiotics for my ear. Hopefully that'll work out. I'm going to go take this little lovable puppy over here. Loki. Come here. Come here. Oh, yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. No? Every time I play with him, he wants me to get a ball. Oh, so he bought... Give it... Yeah. Okay, well... He has a ring that he has in his mouth. He does it when he's super... He eats it when he's super excited. Hold on. Loki, where's Loki at? Where's Loki at? Where's Loki at? Oh, I got it. Haha, snagged it. See? This thing. Absolutely loves it. Oh. Yum. Yeah, okay. I'll see you guys a little bit later. probably going to be a later night stream tonight, probably around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock I'll start it, because tomorrow I'm going to be so busy that I'm going to sleep in a little bit, and then once I'm awake, I'll maybe do one video where I explain what's going on for the day, one stream, and then basically I got to make sure that I am ready to go to Vegas Saturday morning, because I'm waking up around like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to be staying up too late tomorrow, unfortunately. So see you guys a little bit later, and happy, thanks for watching, guys. And all the advice on suits and cigars.